Hello, this is your FLC Now for Wednesday, May 26th. First of all, a reading from the Passion Bible version of Philippians chapter 2, verses 3 and 4. Be free from pride-filled opinions, for they will only harm your cherished unity. Don't allow self-promotion to hide in your hearts, but in authentic humility, put others first and view others as more important than yourselves. Abandon every display of selfishness. Possess a greater concern for what matters to others instead of your own interests. Today I'm here at the Minnehaha County Veterans Memorial on the grounds of the VA hospital. This holiday weekend, we will recognize Memorial Day, a national holiday which honors and remembers those who have died while serving in our armed forces. Originally called Decoration Day, this holiday was begun during the time of the Civil War and was a day set aside to honor and remember, especially in that time, the great cost of war, and that ultimately is the cost of human lives. Later, after World War II, did the moniker change to Memorial Day. I think that Memorial Day carries a very different meaning culturally and generationally. What began with a very specific focus on honoring fallen military people has shifted. Now for many, Memorial Day weekend is more about kicking off summer, as most kids have finished with school for the year, and many people like to start traveling to specific destinations to start their summer. Other families celebrate with family reunions, as it's the first 3-day holiday weekend of the year that has better weather for outdoor activities. And yet Memorial Day has a more reverent meaning for others. Some people will visit the graves of their family members that have died, and they bring flowers or decorate the graves, not just to those who died in military service, but I think there is a commercialism here that has been created for an opportunity to sell more products. All of these things are good ways to recognize this weekend, but there is an underlying question about recognizing things like Memorial Day in church. For some, it's very important. To others, it's offensive. And we must be careful to understand that one voice does not carry more weight than the other. It does not mean that one perspective is wrong. It's just different. I often speak about my grandfather who served on the USS Hornet in World War II. And if you know your history, the Hornet was involved in some very pivotal battles in the Pacific arena. The Hornet was the aircraft carrier that the Doolittle raid launched from. It was a part of the Battle of Midway. It was this part of my grandfather's service that he was very proud of, but he never wanted to be glorified for it. He didn't want to talk about it. It was service to his country that he was proud of, but he never wanted specific recognition about it. That's just the way he was. And what I'm trying to say is there are varying postures and opinions about what or how we recognize opportunities like Memorial Day. What is also interesting is what is written about military service according to the Bible. Many of the scripture verses that are used to support a certain view are actually not specific about supporting military service. But I think we can all understand that military service certainly falls under the category of service to the neighbor. Friends, as we enter this holiday weekend, especially this Memorial Day weekend, I encourage you to take pause and consider the sacrifice that both individuals and families have made to ensure we get to enjoy the freedoms we do. I think it's also a good reminder that we have active military service members still deployed around the world and protecting the rights of the democracies and freedoms that we enjoy. And at times, those freedoms come at the ultimate cost of life. And so we give thanks to honor those that we can remember, and we ask God to bless the service of those we do not even know, who paid the ultimate price so that we can live in this country. Even with all of our cultural issues, God does continue to bless the United States. And so we give thanks and praise to God to be living here today. And if you see or know an active service member, thank them for their service. Have a blessed Memorial Day weekend.